Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to talk about how to save energy in your life. This video is especially for human design manifestors as they are one of the non-energy types. How to save energy in your life, and I will share with you the things that I do in my life to save energy. For a lot of years ago, I used to be obsessed, really obsessed with productivity and getting things organized. I simply uh, loved that topic, and I also felt that it was one of my strengths. I would often find new ways, creative ways of doing things just to make them more efficient, totally thinking outside the box. Today I'm going to share with you some of the things that I do to save energy, because it's not only about time management, is what I've learned throughout the years in my life, but it's also about energy management, because when your energy is down, you simply can't do anything and are in a bad mood. So, things that I do to save more energy. The first thing is to merge good habits together. There are some things that we do, maybe habits that we have in a continuous basis, like every day or a week. And they are already good habits, but merging them together can make you do them in a smaller amount of time, maybe even make them more enjoyable. For example, I've created the habit to drink green smoothies every day while reading. Green smoothies are, of course, healthy, and I drink them especially before eating, so that I get my nutrients before I can eat whatever else. So I combine this with reading. Usually I can't read while eating because I need to see the food and to be able to taste it better. But with green smoothies, it makes the experience good, with the smoothie on one hand and the reader on my other hand or on my lap. So simply merging good habits together is really um, helpful sometimes. I even One other example is that I cook once a week for the whole week. I do meal prepping, and I freeze the meals for every day of the week. So I simply every Sunday I do the groceries, buy everything, and I cook for every day of the week. So I don't have to do the cooking every day, and also during the week my kitchen stays clean because I don't need to use it to cook, but the food is ready. I might also do things like putting a hair oil while cooking. So just merging, creating habits of things that are connected with each other that you can do together, just to save time and energy, and just get rid of a problem or just something that you don't feel like doing every day. Second tip is to start things and delegate. Of course, if you are a human design manifestor, maybe you uh, know about this, that our strategy, our um, role is to initiate. So the best thing for us is to delegate, so that we can be initiating the other thing, the next thing. So delegate a lot of tasks that you don't want to do or don't feel like doing. it's very productive for you, for a manifestor, because you have that creative energy that saves, uh, serves the world. So you need to be starting the next thing and not get stuck. We hate it when we get stuck somewhere for something that maybe takes too long. So it's a good strategy to delegate things, especially in business, for the things that you don't particularly like to do, or simply if you can't do them every day, you can do it one time when you create, for example, the routine or show how uh, it should be done. So show your mind, your creative side, and then delegate it to be done in a routine basis. We are also good project managers as manifestors. We can organize, see the big picture of the thing. So just determining for any task how often the thing has to be done and just delegate it. So number three for me has been helpful to go to sleep when I feel like it and wake up without an alarm clock. This has been really good for my energy, and on some days I sleep more, on some others I sleep less. This is also a really good um, thing against sickness and colds that I used to get a lot before. Simply with more sleep, they can go away and get rid of them and just feel better, because we don't feel the same every day. Maybe it's something that you ate or just the environment. So if you have slept as much as your body needs it, you will feel more energetic during the day. Next tip is to listen to audio materials when you go to bed and just after you wake up. I really use that time. I use it to listen to sometimes audiobook, meditation, audios, my favorite videos from YouTubers or self-help programs in video that I bought. I really use that time. It's also a really good time to be used for listening to something positive, because it's reprogramming your subconscious mind. It's the time when your subconscious mind is the most impressionable, the time between sleep and being waked up. So just when you go to sleep, until you fall asleep, and just after you wake up, it's really really good to listen to something. Even the memory is better of the thing that we listen during these periods. I used to listen, in fact, since high school. I would record my voice reading parts of textbooks and listen to them while falling asleep since high school. And this, even later in university, this would be really helpful for a test, especially for questions with multiple choices that I had to follow my intuition. Maybe I didn't particularly study or be totally positive on an answer, but just I knew that I had maybe picked it up somewhere, maybe in my sleep, before going to sleep when listening to the material. So sometimes it helped me a lot, especially with multiple choice questions, to find the right one without studying too hard. Um, the next thing that I want to mention for having a lot of energy is fasting. I use fasting, which, if you're not familiar with it, it is just eating in a small window of time. So maybe eating between, let's say, 4 p.m. to 8 p.m., just for 4 hours, and the other part of the day not eating, just drinking water, or sometimes some things are allowed, like coffee without sugar. So for me, it's really helpful. Even if you do it with an 8 hour eating window and fasting for 16 hours, it's still very helpful. It gives me more energy, and this is also backed up by studies that one of the benefits of fasting, among others, is that it gives people more energy and more focus. So also eating once a day, I now eat just once a day, all my meals combined. So just eating once a day saves time, and I'll eat it with the same plate, sometimes in my home. Just sit down and eat for the whole day. I drink green smoothies before eating, and then followed up by eating uh, all meals of the day, a salad, and whatever I eat for the day. It's also efficient when I want to watch a movie with food while eating. When I was eating multiple meals a day, I would finish eating and continue watching until the movie was finished. So it would waste my time. But now, if I eat just one meal, and I have the habit, I don't eat really fast. I like to really taste it while I eat my food. It can last while it can last as much as a movie, maybe 1.5 hour, or sometimes 1 hour for the whole day. And the last thing that I want to mention is to stay dressed up all day. Uh, Before, for years ago, of course, this was from my how I was raised and just a habit form. For years, when I would return home after being out, I would change into home clothes. Now I don't do this anymore. I simply get ready for the day, get dressed. I pick what I want to dress for the day, and do my makeup and all. And I'm ready for the day. I don't change when I go home, so don't do I don't have to get dressed up again if I have to go out. So it saves me time, as I'm always ready to go out and if I feel like it. So that's all for this video. Um, Maybe if you have another idea of what you uh, use to save time, what works for you, and most importantly, not just time, save energy. I was more focused on this video on energy, how to save your energy, because we can do only so much things during the day. So thank you for watching.